计划的主轴其实就是直接当代传统舞蹈，台湾、印度，所以关键字全部都已经秀在这上面了。因为我自己去走入印度研究之后，我对于台湾的那个认同，其实反而或者是台湾的理解，我对台湾的理解有增加。因为你去了印度，你看了别人的东西，你会开始，你不管是透过你要介绍台湾，或者是透过你看到别人的东西，然后你会思考自己的文化或自己的环境或自己的传统是什么的时候，我觉得有一个对比的时候，比较会容易去理解自己。以舞蹈而言，舞蹈做出来的就是身体的动作跟文化相关。那我就会碰到一个，我现在讲舞蹈的部分会碰到一个非常困难的状况，就是当我在理解他们的那个身体的 movement 的时候，我就会觉得不习惯，我会不习惯。但是他们没有办法理解我不习惯什么。那当然啦，因为他不是在我这边成长，他不知道我的习惯动作是什么。那因为是我要去学习他们的文化，他们自然也不需要去理解我们，这很正常。但是我就是有一点想要反过来，我希望，跳舞的他们有没有人愿意就是来到台湾，然后接触这边的环境，然后跟台湾的舞团交流，去认识台湾的身体。
先去找四种结合台湾体跟印度你自己先去寻找四种。我觉得因为这几年我都在比较钻研在台湾族的传统四度舞的解析。那我这次看他们的步伐的时候，其实我有点吓到，我觉得好几百种、好几千种不同的步伐，我觉得那个是非常非常非常有趣的。所以我就这次想说，要跟他们合作的作品，我觉得可以比较实验性的运用他们 Odyssey 的步伐跟我们台湾族的传统四步做一个结合，让这两个不同的步伐在我的结合之下有一个新的灵魂。
我刚开始有点很 confused 这个问题，为什么我们两个没有办法对到那个频道？那后来呢，就是工作的几天之后，我后来想一想，我觉得他们是，比较不习惯我们这样子拆解动作的方式， 比方说他们的动作都是 A 加 B 加 C 加 D， 然后我们排练组合就是 A B C A B D E， 就是随便的排列组合。但是阿如老师他的方式就是我有 A， 但是我把 A 全部拆开，然后我可能 A 的1加 B 的2，再回到 A 的3。可是他们可能没有接触过这样子的编舞的那个想法的刺激，所以他们没有办法理解说，现在我们要表达什么。所以我花蛮多时间跟他沟通这件事情。
When he said, don't use your hands. Yeah, exactly. Don't use your hands.
Yeah.
So it's perfectly fine to not use hands.
Yes.
We have a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
But when he says, use your hands, but don't use your eyes and neck. There should be no this thing.
No expression.
No expression.
Yeah.
No
That we are not
eyes,
used
no
to.
following. Because the most important shloka in our dance is Yato hasta tato drishti, where your hand gestures is your eye movements. Eye follows.
Yeah.
Okay? Your yato drishti tato hasta tato drishti tato manana. So exactly, it follows. Your hand follows your eyes follow your mind. Mind follows your expression, and that's how the expression is being beyond yours. So we are so constant about.
So wherever our hand goes, our eyes will just
Yeah.
follow the
And
hand.
even if
you're standing straight, the face is never.
No, the face. Their body has a lot of
Energy.
expression.
Yeah.
Their body has a lot of expression, but their face has no expression.
因为在跳这一段的时候，因为那时候我们就在那时候我跟他讨论说，那我们就用就是一样，就是用脚步，然后在跳那段可能也是阿鲁老师这样排下来，那可能跟我的个性也有关系吧。那我在跟他跳的时候，就是就是要很合，然后就是我们两个跳就是要就是互相的，对，就是很match这样子。然后我就跟他我们就想说这个拍子1、2、3、4、5、6的时候，我们7、8的时候再一起跳。反正就是会一直讲，我们先会用讲的，然后他希望他能够我们做双人做转，或者是2人在做那个转身的时候，我们怎么做会比较好，不会那么会很 K， 然后就会要去抢那个音乐的拍子，是这样子。
那个在过程当中，你会去互相去学对方的身体，就像我学他们的东西，我是要学的是手，我不是在学他们的动作到底有精准不精准，我不是在我还是学他们的动作的收跟他们的表情，如何去传达这个东西，对，然后在这个互相 battle 当中，你会看得到他们的舞者真的是。在做每个动作都非常精准，然后在传达那个动作的时候都非常的仔细，让观众说哇，你就是一个很精准的动作，这是我自己想要去学习的。
I like one thing about the way Baru teaches us. He makes us very comfortable. He does not make us feel that we are some other dancers and
Right.
we cannot do this.
Yes. Absolutely.
And he will not make us try what we cannot do.
Yes. Right.
He's basically make us, in fact, he's making us comfortable and making them do our things and dance.
什么是当代？就我觉得就是这个时候，这个现在我们正在所发生、面临到的所有事情，都可以称之为当代。那再过时间再过久了，也许它也会因为时间的关系，它成为了某个传统。对，觉得我们现在在寻找的传统，我觉得是最贴近部落的，就是跟部落生活最原始在部落里面所发生的事情，最自然的，而不是用去演出来的、去创作出来的，而是在我们生活在部落里面，它正在发生的事情。我觉得这是我们舞团现在正在学的。当你学到比较多的时候，你会懂得怎么样，或是去珍惜当初老人家所留下来传给你的、传给我们的。这是我在这个部落里面所观察到的、看到的，也是我从台北回来接触到部落里面，我觉得我非常深刻可以去体会到的很多事情。
还是找不到我们的当代身体，因为我觉得那个东西很虚幻，那个到底是什么？后来我发现，当我就像刚刚我的生活里面，我开始找入我传统的生活里面的时候，我发现当代，因为我发现原来在传统文化的生活里面，其实它在表现的就是那个时代所会发生的一个生活的形态，然后包含他的身体的产出，或者是他身体动作的产出，都跟他当时的生活其实是有很大的关联性。你看，以我们现在在我自己现在在做传统的身体律动的那个寻觅的那个过程中，因为我们在部落其实现在几乎很少看到。我记得我小的时候，我看过老人家在跳传统乐舞的那个身体律动，那个律动很美，因为他一面唱，他一面跳，他用声音的声线带动他身体的律动。你知道那个东西我很难忘，就是我的夫妇在跳的时候，所以当时要做排湾族当代的时候，我就其实一直告诉我自己，如果你今天只是做个当代舞，我觉得你就做那个时代的自己，让你要做排湾族当代的时候，你必须有责任。
The term contemporary sometimes misleads us into believing that it is like breaking away from tradition. Yes, it has a little more freedom in the sense you do not have to strictly abide to the grammar of the tradition or of Natya Shastra. You are free to mix things, you are free to evolve new movements which you may not be able to correlate into the traditional format. And I have yet to understand exactly, because most contemporary dance that I see a lot of rooting in what our traditional dance has. Like when an Odissi dancer is making a contemporary piece, although the mental frame is not using exactly our Odissi body and the chauka and the tribangi, but it just naturally, the body just comes with those stances. And whatever movements are coming out from an Odissi dancer has the flavor, has the roots in the chauka or the tribangi, is my observation. And for example, when I was looking at the contemporary dancers, the Taiwanese contemporary dance group, who have evolved their dance out of their Paiwan culture, from their traditional movements. And yet whenever I see even a Western or a Eastern or a different culture, I see a lot of similarities. So basically I think contemporary dance is something to do what a contemporary person sees around, observes, and tries to incorporate things into his or her expression.
So basically you're coordinating neck, eyes, body, wrist, and fingers. So much of coordination. So it's very good to improve your concentration when you learn to coordinate. One, turn, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wrist turn. See, this is wrist straight. This is turn. Turn. Yes. Yes. Everybody is exploring their female, their energy. It is going inwards and recognizing your energy. Now, everybody has both energies, male and female. Yes. Okay. And it is believed, yesterday what I told you about the serpent, is that this energy goes around the spine, coiling around. Like that is the energy. Like I want to show movements that are serpentine, movements that show snake. So in your dance, how do you show a snake movement?
有没有螺旋的、转的，就是有关于
It doesn't have to be too much on say moving.
不用再流动的，它可能只是小小的，你不管是用脚、用手、用哪里的 spiral 螺旋。
But it should not look like dance. If nothing, ye kunchita brahmari 2, 3, 4. Even this will do. Mane, if we don't find anything else, I will give this kunchita brahmari. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, turn. 1, 2, 3. When we come in, when we go out, when we sit. Oh. Up here, And then with your body, body going on around. Yes. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the mother's uterus dilating, open and close, open and close. Now the baby is about to come out.
这个是也要生产。
It's a dilation.
我们现在在生，
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 4 corners. There are only 4, so they have to be kind of alternate. Far, not very
goes inwards. It pulls everything inside. And male energy opens out. Like yin and yang, everything is, this is in, the other way around. Female energy is also supposed to be very fluid, like water. This is very fluid, so we are showing water. So all that we are showing, female energy also is the creative energy. So creation, that's why we are showing the birth of a child. Whoever has the more quality of nurturing, it's because of the female energy. So that is why we are showing, now we will show in that music, I will be showing mother and child, two friends and lovers.
所以就是他跳舞就是一种很多意涵的庆祝，对，所以就是把整个舞作完整的讲给你们听，它的从头到尾的演唱会，你们可能跳会比较更有感觉。
You start slow but then go down. You yeah, that is your voice is very very soothing. It's like something new has come in the world. It doesn't have to be. It's just something very special. So you work it out because you can understand each other more than me telling. So if you have a movement, you set a movement, you will be able to sing better. According to me.
How to use what they have, how we could learn and adapt to some things, and where our style can go in and blend is what has been exciting. because ours is a very narrative and it is a storytelling culture. So most of our dances will have, even if I take no lyrics, no dialogues, nothing, pure abstract music, for example, what we've done in what you saw, that arcs on the zodiacs, yet we are depicting something very specific. It's not a story, but the movements are all to what it represents. We have a lot of symbolism. India is full of symbolism. Everything has a symbol. Either the symbol will be on the flag, or the symbol will be in front of, like every god has an animal in front. These are all symbolisms. Like the Ganesha, he has the elephant head, which is a symbol of many things. So we are used to, our minds are trained in that way. While when I see your dance form, it's so much on what, it's more impulsive, I would think, abstract, impulsive. And I know why now many classical dancers move to contemporary, saying that classical dance is too limited, too restricted, and contemporary has freedom. Well, I don't agree to it even today, because I think in classical dance I have the freedom to do anything that I wish to do, because the language is so vast, so that I can express anything that I want to. I don't feel the restriction myself. But looking at your contemporary dance, I do understand that there is some great amount of freedom, because you're not abiding by the norms that anybody will say, oh, this is not Odissi, what she's doing. If we do something out of the blue movement, they'll say, oh, but that's not an Odissi movement. While in contemporary dance, I feel it is an individual's movement. It is your movement.
传统有一个既定的形象，是当有些创作者在用传统来说传统的某种创造性，或者说他想要溯源的时候，我不太确定该怎么讲，就是说，事实上他有表象，就是传统它可能已经承袭很久，所以它有一个样子，然后你好像我今天穿裤衩，我穿了一些印度的东西，我好像穿着传统服饰。可是就是我就会觉得，那会不会是我们不要这么说它，或者说什么是叫印度传统服饰，或是排湾族传统服饰？他明明就在当代还在传，为什么要说它是传统服饰？就觉得它好像还是会有个样子，就是好像也没有真的那么开阔。然后我说某个东西是传统，某个东西不是传统，传统好像总是会排除某些东西。可是可是又不得不去承认说，有的东西确实就是老老的，然后很被我珍惜，然后我希望就是这一个东西就是这么美、这么老、这么好，那大家就应该要一起去珍惜它。对，就是它有，我觉得传统对我来说，其实那个情感是更复杂的一个课题。那当代的话，就有时候会觉得，好像也不见得需要怎么去说它。不过我也会比较担心的就是，有的当代的创作，或是他急于跳出，急于离开他的传统，或者他生长的过程，或是他接收到的已经在这个社会形成传统的脉络，就是可能是他并没有意识到这件事情，就是就会让我觉得有一种就是怎么讲，有一种可惜的感觉。